Hey, what's going on guys? This is Sam and crazy things just happened. Apple just suddenly do a ninja move and release the M2 Pro and the M2 Max along with the MacBook Pro and the Mac Mini. There are a lot of things that were mentioned in that video and I just did a reaction on. It will be on the channel very soon. But there are so much to cover, and in today's video I am going to cover all of them and summarize to all of you. All of the information today will be purely from the video. My opinions and on other factors will be in the other videos that I plan to make. Here are all the features that you need to know about the M2 Pro and the M2 Max. I have all the information written inside of here, so I'll go over it one by one. So yeah, starting out, the obvious thing is that Apple will be launching a brand new chip, which Apple will be moving from Max to the M2 Pro and the M2 Max. And the chip will be implemented inside the MacBook Pro and the Mac Mini. So what I have written in here is that from the video, Apple has made the biggest change, and that is from upgrading from a 10-core CPU to a 12-core CPU. So that will lead to a 20% increase in CPU, which is something that we already expect. It will not be a much CPU improvement from the M1 Pro because the M1 Pro was already a powerful machine. However, what the M2 Pro does deliver is in terms of power efficiency. It will not be a power-hungry chip as the M1 Pro and the M1 Max. So basically, the M2 Pro chips will be a highly efficient core that will be performing inside of your MacBook Pro, your Mac Mini, and it will surely deliver the performance that you need. But again, that is Apple claims regarding the battery life, that it will last a lot longer. We'll have to see the reality of things, but from the look of it, it does make sense for the M2 Pro to be a better chip in terms of power efficiency. But let's hold Apple accountable to that. Another biggest improvement is to Apple's M2 Pro GPU, which is going to be a 30% increase in terms of GPU power, and that is because Apple will be upping the level from 16-core GPU to a whopping 19-core GPU on all M2 Pro and M2 Max machines. So in the previous configuration of the M1 Pro and the M1 Max, we can only up the level to 24-core and 32-core GPU. But with the M2 Pro and the M2 Max, you can increase it all the way to 38-core GPU power. Now that is insane. In addition, the M2 Pro can cap out to 64 gig of memory. 64 gig, that is a lot, and it will be good for people who do heavy intensive tasks, but they do not want to buy the M2 Max, but rather get the highest end chips for the M2 Pro with the maximum performance, so they can upgrade to a 64 gig worth of RAM with possibly a cheaper price than the M2 Max. Additionally, other features that Apple really deliver during the announcement is the fact that the M2 Pro chip will be 40% faster in terms of the neural engine capability. Now that is what really drives me nuts and sort of motivate me to really want to buy the M2 Pro, because 40% in terms of neural engine capability is insane. In case you guys didn't know, a neural engine capability is basically machine learning capability that allows Apple app ecosystem to really be insane in terms of machine learning capability, in terms of efficiency, and overall helping creators be productive. And of course, it doesn't work with third-party applications, but still, 40% increase from the M1 Pro, that is insane, and that really created buying impulse inside of me. But again, I'm going to hold up on that, and I'm going to see the review first and see if it is really worth it to buy the M2 Pro, because I'm going for the M2 Pro and not the M2 Max, because the M2 Max is too insane in terms of pricing and it's outside of my budget range. Additionally, Apple also mentioned that with the M2 Pro, it can also easily connect to an output of 8K monitor, which is crazy for people who work with a high resolution monitor to produce that amazing and crisp image. Additionally, from the note that I've written, the Apple MacBook Pro have been improved. It evolved from Bluetooth 5 to Bluetooth 5.3. The Wi-Fi on the M2 Pro chip will also be improved as well. And other capability include a total of 200 gigabytes worth of memory bandwidth, over 40 billion transistors on the M2 Pro, and a better media engine capability to work with ProRes 5. Overall, in my eye, the M2 Pro is a great machine, but I'm a bit sad. The reason why I'm quite sad is because I feel like Apple is rushing it a bit, hence the fact that with the M2 Pro, it will be shipped out with a 5nm chip technology, which initially in my previous video I said if it comes out with a 5nm, we really need to consider it. But so far with the numbers on the spreadsheet that I'm seeing, it is good. But I want to see an actual review of people using it before I make a purchasing decision. But if you guys are interested and are eager to get your hands on the M2 Pro, it is available for pre-order at this very moment. And if you pre-order it, it will be shipped out, I believe, by the end of January. But I suggest you to do a lot of research before actually making the purchasing decision, because there are a lot of factors involved in purchasing a new piece of technology. But still, it is crazy to hear that Apple will not be changing the price, with the base model for the 14-inch M2 Pro starting out at $19.99 and a 16-inch base model starting at $24.99, which I believe is a good pricing for a pro machine. Again, M2 Pro is a pro machine, so make sure you make your decision very carefully when you want to buy it. So yeah guys, that is it. That is all the features, the amazing capabilities that is going to come out for the M2 Pro. It is quite mind-blowing. I'm just a bit disappointed with the 5nm chip, but overall from what I heard, it's really good. And the reason why I'm not covering the M2 Max is because I'm not really keen on buying that. It is way outside of my budget range, and I believe the majority of us only need the M2 Pro capability. But still, overall, it is a great piece of technology, and I'm really excited for what the future will hold for Apple, for computer, for technology as a whole. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's quite late at night. It's currently 2 AM. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace!